Hi, ladies. My name is Kate Smith, and I am your director. I am so excited to welcome you to this new consultant sort of webinar. I asked not too long ago on the Team Believe New Consultant University page how you guys would rather me do some new consultant training, whether it was a live video in the event, which you would kind of need to tune in for, or a recorded version. And most of you said a recorded version so that you could go back and watch it whenever you wanted to. And the more I thought over that, I really liked that idea. So as soon as you sign up, I'm going to make sure to let you know about this video. So, excuse me. The only thing I hate is that I am going to be kind of on video the whole time. And so I'm going to be looking down at my notes, so I apologize. But I'm so excited that you have joined Team Believe. I am so excited to help you get started. And I'm so excited that you're watching this video. I am going to cram in as much information as I can, and I'm going to do it as quickly as I can. This will probably be about 45 minutes to an hour, so it does take a little bit of time to sit down and check out, but I really recommend it for a new consultant. It's going to have some great information of how to get started and what to do now that you're a consultant. So be sure to check this out, okay? So don't worry, I'm going to let you know that if you have any questions, you can of course either ask them here on this post, or you can message me individually. I am here to help you get started. So, so as you know, my name is Kate Smith. I have been with 31 a little over 6 years now. I joined in the very end of July of 2010. So I'm a senior director now. I absolutely love this company. I can't say enough good things about it. It is an incredible, incredible company to be part of, and I'm so excited that you have joined us. So, I'm sorry, I kind of lost a spot on my notes there. Okay, so we're going to start with getting to know your family. So, as cliche as it may sound, honestly, 31 is different from any other direct sales company. Whether or not you have ever been a part of another direct sales company, as cliche as it sounds, we are truly all part of one big family. I think you will find that 31 Sisters are so willing to help you. So if you have questions, this new consultant Facebook page is awesome for you. You know, we've also added you to our Team Believe page, which has everyone on it. But I have found that sometimes in a smaller group, people are more likely to ask questions. So you're welcome to ask it here or on our Team Believe Facebook page. But everyone is here to help you, to support you, to love you, to encourage you. There will be times that you may actually hear from other consultants. So if you ask a question on one of our pages, you may hear from one of your team members. We actually have currently 2 other directors on our team. That was Nikki Batchelor and Carrie Billingsley. So you may hear from either of those ladies. Sometimes we kind of try to split up some training so you're not always seeing just my face or just their face. I also have 2 accountability partners that I'm working really closely with. They are Tammy and Kim. And we talk on a fairly often basis. We kind of try to bounce ideas off one another and kind of help encourage one another and things like that. And so again, we also kind of try to trade out some training so that you get to know some other 31 Sisters and not just me. So that's just a little bit about our family. What you can expect from our team. So every week I send out a 31 news and notes email that you'll receive from me. I work really hard to put this together for you, so please make sure it's not one of those things that you just see and throw away. It's got really important announcements in it that may be going on. It's also, I work hard to put little tips in it, maybe potential games you can play or some really good ideas that I'm finding, so definitely make sure you check that out. It's not long. Of course, now that I'm trying to do this webinar for y'all, my phone is going off like crazy, so I'm going to kind of set that to the side so I don't keep hearing that. Okay, so make sure you check that email out because that's going to be really important. Sorry, I'm getting dry already. Okay, you also will receive an email from Home Office. That's the 411. This has been updated, and you'll want to check that out. You may even see an email that's called Inspire with Kate. Kate Hannum Rose at our home office is phenomenal. You will fall in love with her as soon as you see her. So we have an Inspire video that comes out with her. So you'll want to make sure you check those things out. I'll also mail out a monthly newsletter. So every month you'll get this newsletter from me that is celebrating everyone's accomplishments for the month before. You may or may not know yet that the 31 motto is celebrate, encourage, reward, and we are all about celebrating and encourage you and rewarding you all throughout your journey. So be sure to check out those newsletters. You may see your name on it, and that will be a huge accomplishment and exciting for you. Also, we want you to help encourage other 31 sisters. So if you see somebody that you know and you've talked with, give her a shout out and tell her congratulations. And then, of course, we also have our 2 Facebook groups that we've talked about, the New Consultant University and our Team Believe page. So you've got lots and lots of support and encouragement behind you. So let's talk about paydays. I know this is always a big question. So you're going to start out making 25% commission on your sales. That number can increase as you start building a team and recruiting and becoming a leader, but you'll start out at 25%. We do get paid twice per month. You'll get paid any sales that you enter the 1st through the 15th of the month. You'll receive a paycheck on the 26th of the month. And then anything from the 16th through the end of the month, you receive on the 10th the following month. So you do get paid twice in a month. If you have sales the 1st through the 15th, you'll get the payment on the 25th. Okay, and also I want to make sure to point out your commission. So we're going to talk in just 1 second about our Start Swell program, which is really important for you as a new consultant. But I want you to know that you make 25% commission, and you also have the opportunity to receive 25% off products as a consultant. However, I personally encourage you not to use that discount, and here's why. You make 25% or you get 25% off. If you purchase the product at regular price, then that purchase will count towards your Start Swell or any other incentives that may be going on, and you're going to make that 25% commission back. So essentially, you're still getting 25% off. If you use your consultant discount and you get the 25% off up front, it does not count towards any of your Start Swell or incentives. So that's just my personal recommendation. You are welcome to use your consultant discount, of course, if you want to. I just personally recommend not using it so that your purchase will count towards your Start Swell or any other incentives going on. So that's that little tip. So now let's talk about Start Swell. So what is Start Swell? First, actually, let me back up 1 step and let you know part of what to expect from our team. So something new that I've started doing in the last couple of months is you will receive this new consultant little packet from me in the mail. It is it's lengthy. It's got several pages, but it's got tons of awesome information in here for you. So I want to make sure that you know that you will have this. I also send a new consultant email as soon as you've signed up, so you'll have that email. And this document is in that email, but you'll also receive it from me, so you don't necessarily have to print it. So inside your little new consultant packet here is a little bit more about Start Swell. So this has our Start Swell choices. Now, I plan to use this video for a little while, so these kits may not be the current kits, but they are at the moment for us. It is October 11th of 2016. So right now, these are the Start Swell kit options that we have. And so there are 6 different product kits that you can choose from absolutely free. Our Start Swell program is phenomenal. I absolutely love it, and I have to tell y'all, I am so jealous of you because when I joined as a consultant 6 years ago, it was nothing like this. It was much harder to earn, and you didn't get the choice of kits. If you earned a certain level, you got this set of products. So I'm super jealous of you guys. So Start Swell is absolutely designed for you as a new consultant to succeed. We really want you to get started off strong and partying as soon as you join our family. So what Start Swell is it's broken up into 4 30-day increments. So it's essentially your first 4 months as a new consultant. And the day you sign up starts day 1, and then you've got 30 days is your first level of Start Swell. And then on day 31, you have a new set of 30 days. So on from there. So you have 4 30-day increments in your Start Swell period. And you'll know what those dates are, what your deadlines are for each of those levels. It will be on your back office dashboard, and you're also going to know it from me. I'll share more about that in 1 second. So it's broken up into 4 30-day increments, and all you need to do to reach your Start Swell level is have $600 in sales in any of those 4 months. That is so easy to do, I promise you. $600 is just one average 31 parties. So if you have a launch party, which we're going to talk a little bit more about in a little bit, you've already got a great start. You may very well reach your $600 with just your with your launch party, or you can have a couple of other parties in the month plan so that you know you reach that $600. So as soon as you reach $600 in that 30-day time frame, you get to choose any of those 6 kits I showed you absolutely free. It's your choice. The great part about this program is you can earn all 4 months. So if you have $600 in each of those 30-day increments, you can earn 4 of those 6 kits absolutely free. What's also great is it's not cumulative. And what I mean by that is if you happen to have something going on in life, you just didn't make your $600 for whatever reason, it does not mean you can't earn any of the levels after that. So each 30-day increment, you start with a new clean slate. So if you happen to miss your first level, that's okay. We can earn you second level and third and fourth. So that's awesome, awesome, awesome that you get the opportunity to earn all 4 levels. Now, for the first time ever, we have started this fall a $1,000 bonus level. And that also you'll find a little bit more about in your new consultant packet. Let me see if I can find that page real quick. So it's on that same little page here. So here were all your product kit choices. And then over here we talk a little bit about the $1,000 challenge. So this is the opportunity to have, if you have $1,000 in sales in any of those 4-month, 30-day periods. If you have $1,000, you get not only your choice of the product kit for free for reaching $600, but you also can choose to get either our Hostess exclusive Expand a Tote bundle or the Canvas absolutely free. And this is really important because even us as consultants, we don't have the opportunity to get those Hostess exclusives without having a party, which means at least $200 in orders. So this is an awesome opportunity for you to have those Hostess exclusives in your hands, which is great because you want to have those to show people. So they're going to want to have a party. It's a great booking seed. So you have the opportunity to get, with $1,000, you can either get one of those 2 Hostess exclusive items, or if you don't want one of those, you can get a $75 credit that you can use towards anything else in your kit. So recently we've had our $1 enrollment where you could join us for $1 without getting that new consultant kit. These are really important for you guys because we want you to have that product in your hands. And so your Start Swell is a great opportunity for you to get new product in your hands. And then with the $1,000 bonus of Start Swell, you can also get either the Hostess exclusive or you can use that $75 to kind of build your own kit. And so a lot of questions I get about the $1,000 bonus is that only available one time? No, that is available all 4 months. So if you had $1,000 in all 4 months, you would have earned all 4 of those 6 different Start Swell choices, plus each of those months you'd have the opportunity to get a Hostess exclusive or $75 credit. So you could really build an awesome, awesome kit with that. So Start Swell is really, really, really important. Okay, so on that note, this is another new thing that I have started that I want to show you. So this is my little Start Swell girl, which is actually going to be you. So what I do when you sign up to Sell 31, I write your name here at the top of this page, and then each Start Swell deadline, I write on a hand and foot. So your level 1 deadline goes here, level 2 goes here, 3 and 4. And then what I do is I upload this picture onto the New Consultant University page, so you'll have it. There's also a blank version, so if you want to print your own, you can do that. You can print the blank one, or you can even print the one that I put on there that's got your information. But what I do with this, I've actually got 4 different bulletin boards over in my office. I can't turn my camera, or I would, but I've got 4 different boards, and when you're in your level 1, I stick you on the first board, and when you move to level 2, I stick you on the second board. So that's kind of how I help keep up with that. And when you earn your level of Start Swell, I'll color in whatever level you've earned. And so something that I do for my team is if you earn all 4 levels of Start Swell, you get your little girl colored in all the way, you are going to receive a free 31 t-shirt of your choice from me. So she is really cute. You're going to want to print her out and make sure you keep her. I'm a very visual person. I like to have things in front of me for goals. So this is why I love this. So I really encourage you to print this little baby out and have it in front of you so that you'll know exactly when your dates are, your deadlines are for each Start Swell period. And then it's exciting to be able to color it in every time you reach something. So that's the little Start Swell girl. Like I said, make sure that you print her out. I'm going to show my screen for 1 second because I want to show you. Oh, I might not be able to get to it. Let me try this. On Facebook, in our Team Believe New Consultant University, actually, you can use this on any group that you're in, but I want to make sure you know. Of course, this is on the computer, so it looks a little bit different if you're trying to do this from your cell phone. But right here, there is a search box that says search this group. So if you are wanting to find things, like you could type in Start Swell, and it's going to bring up any post that has the word Start Swell in it. So like, for instance, here are some of the Start Swell girls that I uploaded, and then here's the blank Start Swell girl. So you can search that way. And that's also great for, if you want to search for parties or something, if you want to look specifically within the group to see if someone else has asked a similar question. But also make sure you know about these 2 spots here. So photos, there's going to be any photo that anybody has uploaded will be here, and especially under this albums tab. So I've got party games that I've uploaded for you guys in a whole album. So that's several different choices of some party games you could play. And then here are the Start Swell girls. So anybody, all of you guys should have a Start Swell girl in here. If not, please let me know. I do make mistakes every once in a while. So if I happen to forget to actually stick it in the album or actually upload it, please let me know. I promise it was not intentional. But so that's where you'll find those. And then under the files section, this is where if I've uploaded anything like the news and notes, or you actually will find the Team Believe guide right here. This is the one we were talking about that I'm going to mail you. So you'll find that there. So I just want to make sure you guys know about that, because those are some really important things within the group. And I use this search this group all the time, because it'll be the kind of thing where I'm laying in bed one night and I'll see somebody's post and I'm like, I know I saw somebody post about such and such. So I can't find it, and then I go back and I'm like, I'll just search for it. So it'll find it really easily that way. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn you back around to me. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's a little bit about the Start Swell program. Also, I want to make sure you know, within your Start Swell program, again, this is another huge thing I'm jealous of, because we did not have this when I joined. In your Start Swell program, you not only have the opportunity to be earning free product, but you also have the opportunity to earn some extra cash. So again, this is in your new consultant binder here. You have the opportunity to earn $100 cash money. That is not a credit that you have to use on 31 stuff. That is cash in your pocket. It is $100 cash for every person that you recruit. So anybody that signs up under you and becomes qualified. So that just means she's sold her first $1,000. There is no deadline of how quickly you have to qualify or anything along those lines. I just kind of use that term to explain that it's like your first step towards leadership. It's like your first title change. So when you first sign up, you're a consultant. And then as soon as you've sold $1,000, you become a qualified consultant. So it's kind of your first title change. You have to be a qualified consultant in order to promote to the next step, which is senior consultant, and that's your first sort of increase in pay. And we can talk more about that. I don't want to get a whole lot into that because I don't want to overwhelm you. But anyway, as soon as you've recruited someone and she has sold $1,000, you get $100 cash in your pocket. So in your paycheck, you'll have an extra $100 for every person that you recruit in your first 4 months who becomes qualified in 90 days. So there is no deadline of how quickly you have to qualify, but if she qualifies in 90 days, then you do get the $100 cash. So there is no limit on how many you can earn. I always tell this story that when I first signed up as a consultant, I was terrified. I did not want anybody signing up under me because I had no idea what I was doing, so I certainly didn't feel like I could show somebody else what to do. I do not want you guys to feel that way, because that is what I'm here for as your leader. So until you decide that leadership is something you really want, I am here to do the training. So don't worry about that. So don't let that shy you away or scare you away from sharing the opportunity and recruiting your friends or your family or anybody that 31 could be an amazing opportunity to, because you in that first 4 months have the opportunity to earn an extra $100. Okay, so for every person you recruit who sells $1,000, you get $100 cash. There's no limit on that. And right now, like I said, it's October right now when I'm making this video. This is an awesome time to be doing that because Christmas is coming up. That extra $100 would be amazing to have. So you have all kinds of opportunities in your Start Swell program that I am super jealous of. So I love it. So y'all want to work hard towards those goals. And y'all will hear me say all the time, my team probably gets tired of hearing this, but don't leave free stuff on the table. There's no reason to leave free stuff that is available to you, especially those of you who joined for $1. Oh my gosh, you definitely want to have that stuff in your hands. So don't leave free stuff on the table. Make sure that you are working towards earning those $600. And so my biggest tip for that is to plan. As simple as that sounds, plan, because 30 days is actually really quick. So if you wait, 2 weeks after you've signed up to make your first party happen, then you've already lost 2 weeks of your 4 weeks, and we don't want that to happen. So we want you to start and hit the ground running and booking those parties and making your launch party happen and all of that. So we want you to earn your Start Swell. All right, so let's see, getting started. Some things to know first. I'm really sorry I keep having to look down, but I have to read. So as a new consultant, there are a couple of websites you're going to want to make sure you make yourself familiar with. One of the most important, if not the most important, is 31today.com, and we refer to that as TOT. So if you hear me or have seen me say TOT and you're like, what in the world is that? It's 31today.com. This is, excuse me, this is a consultant's website. It's for consultants only. And it is amazing. Again, when I signed up to Sell 31, none of this stuff was here. We had 31 Today, but there was like no training, very little stuff on here. Our 31 Today website now is absolutely incredible. There is so much information here at your fingertips. And I'm going to show you in just 1 second. I want to show you a couple of really important things that as a new consultant, you're going to want to make sure to check out. There is tons of information. It can almost get overwhelming. There's so much information, but it's really designed for you that basically any question you could possibly have, the answer for it is on TOT. So what I recommend, in fact, I was having a chat with one of my new consultants, one of you, the other day, and she said it was just kind of overwhelming. I had to look at it, but I couldn't sleep the other night. So I got up and I looked on TOT and I was looking at all this training and da-da-da. I totally recommend that. Like if you happen to have a night where you just can't sleep, or if you have some free time, check out just little sections of TOT, because if you try to take in too much at one time, it may be overwhelming, but if you do it little bits at a time, it's perfect. So I made a note that you may not be on your computer right now, but you probably are watching this on your computer. You might be on your phone, but you may want to take a piece of paper and a pen to be able to take notes so that you can go back and check these things out as we go. So I'm going to turn this around again. Share screen. And let me go to TOT. So this is the TOT login. This is what it looks like when you go to 31today.com. You're going to have your consultant ID number and your password that you set up when you signed up to Sell 31. You can click the Remember Me tab so that every time you come here, it will automatically have that information for you. So I'm going to sign in. Now, guys, my dashboard may look a little different than yours because yours is going to have a Start Swell tracker and things like that. And if you're watching this video later on, it may not look quite exactly like this anymore. But our 31 Today website has been updated very recently. So it is so user-friendly now. It is fantastic, but I want to make sure you know a couple of really important things. And I'm going to do this as quickly as possible, but there's so much here I want to make sure you know. So first of all, at a glance here, we've got a calendar. So important things that are going on. We've got it kind of shows you the week at a glance, but you can click on View Calendar to see an entire month's calendar. Then it's going to kind of have a couple of important announcements that are coming up within this week. Then you can view the weekly 411. So this is the basically the email that you're going to get from 31 if you want to come back and look at it. There's more information here. So there's all kinds of important info, and so what's the 411, all that's right there. And then I'm going to click back on home, so it'll take us back to our home page. My computer's going slow now, so I'm trying to show it to you guys. Okay, so that's a little bit about the week. Then right here, this is super, super important. This is the marketing material section. So this is, you're always going to see our current month and the month next, and you're going to find our marketing material. So this is where you're going to find like the monthly special flyers. For instance, so it's going to show us US and Canada. We want to make sure, of course, if we're in the US, that we click on the US. This is going to show me the special for October. So I can print this out if I want to. I can email this. I can save this picture. I can do lots of different things with it. Personally, I don't recommend printing these at home. I actually recommend ordering these from the business supplies, because you can get them for much cheaper than you could print them from our business supply, and they come on the thick catalog paper, and it's front and back and really nice. But if I have run out of them, then sometimes I do print them from home. So you've got that. And then you'll notice there is a section that says October marketing material, or whatever the current month is. If you click on that, it's going to take you to the page that has just that stuff. So we've got a monthly special flyer. We've got a fillable invitation that you can use to send out. There are ordering instructions. So this is important to know when you're entering your orders. That's there. There is an October outside order worksheet. I don't personally use these, but you can if you want to. Of course, we've got our regular order forms, but this order form will specifically tell you on the order form what this monthly special is. So if you're doing a catalog party or something where you may not actually be there to describe what the monthly specials are, and you're not sure, that your hostess is sharing that information, then these might be something you really want to use, because it'll tell that information there big and bold that they can't really miss. Then you've got all kinds of other things. So there's some graphics that you can use for Facebook to share for those October specials and hostess specials. And then you've got several videos here that you can share. If you want to share one of these, all you need to do is right click on it, and then you go to copy video URL, and it'll copy that link for you. So then all you'll need to do is paste it. So there's several different things there for you that you'll want to make sure you are familiar with, because you'll use that tab an awful lot. So on your home screen, those are the main things I want to make sure that you know about. Then we've got these 3 tabs here. Again, we've made it so that this is so user-friendly. Hopefully, anything you need is really only 1 or 2 clicks away. So under Scoop, you'll find tons of information. There's announcements, stuff about our Better Together meetings, which we're going to talk about. Here's your Inspire with Kate that I was talking about. And you can come back and watch them. So if you want to come back and watch some different episodes, you can do that. There is information about the kit free enrollment. There is information about Start Swell. So all kinds of stuff is here for you. Then learning. Under learning, you'll find things of how to book, party, share. There's how to, and then there's 31-minute calls. We've brought those back, which I'm super excited about. So here's how to on personalization, your virtual office, your email activity report. We'll talk about that a little bit too. So here's like getting to know your virtual office. This might be something you want to come back and check out, which is they're great videos that tell you how to create a party online, how you can send invitations, how you create an order, how to add personalization, the checkout. There's just all kinds of stuff. There's even one down here of how to do it on your mobile phone or iPad. I'm telling you, there's tons of stuff here for you to check out. So I had thought about making you guys individual videos of how to do each of those things, but I thought that was silly since Home Office has already done that for us. So this is an awesome section for you. Support, again, there's tons of stuff for you. So you'll find all of that. Then notice that you have a search button. So if you're looking for something in particular, you can type that in there. Virtual Office, this will take you straight to your virtual office if you click on that. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But 31 Today and your virtual office are going to be super important to you. So 31 Today is really where you gather your information. And then your virtual office is where you basically are going to do everything. So you're going to add your parties, you're going to enter orders, you're going to place orders, you're You're going to look at order history, all of that stuff you'll do in your virtual office. So this is what your virtual office looks like. You've got several different tabs up here. Excuse me. And again, on your 31 today, there's several different things that can kind of walk you through all of that. And honestly, one of the greatest things to do is to just kind of sit here and play around, just kind of click on things. What I do want to show you super quickly while I've got you is how to personalize your website. I did make another quick little video of how to do this, but I'm just going to show you really fast while I have you. So in your virtual office, you're going to hover over Home. You're going to go to Profile. And then you're going to go to My Website Information. And from here, you're going to go right up under Options and click on Personalize. And this is where you're going to be able to personalize your website. So when you first sign up, your web address, let me close this so you can see it, is www.my31.com / and then that's whatever your consultant ID number is. I recommend personalizing it because that's going to be harder for customers to remember. So if you go to personalize, this is where you will type in whatever you want that information after the / to be. So I actually lucked out. I think it was because I was kind of early with Kate Smith being available. But if it were not, I could just do K Smith or something along those lines, K Smith 31, something like that. Name to show is what name is actually going to show up on your website when customers go there. So that's what you want to type in there is your first and last name. And then the My Website name where it says in parentheses, one word only. This is where you're going to type in whatever you want after your / so that will customize your website. And then you're welcome to fill in this part if you want to. There's a welcome message where you can kind of tell your story. You do not have to, but you're welcome to do that. And then if you've done it correctly, if you've saved it correctly, it should show up here of what your website URLs are. So if someone types in 27065, they will still get to my site, but I always share the my31.com / Kate Smith. And then that's easier so that on my labels, I wanted to create that before I created any labels or anything like that. And then, of course, upload photo is where I can upload a photo of myself so that people will see that on my website. So that's a really quick overview of how to do that. Let me get back to my notes so that I don't just talk forever and a day, because y'all know I can tend to do that. So anyway, this is your back office. This is your virtual office or back office, and this is where you're going to do pretty much everything. You're going to enter your parties and all that. One last thing I want to show you on 31 today that's super important for you is this right here. It's so small you almost miss it, but this is just for you guys. There is a whole section just for new consultants, and it is, again, amazing. You definitely want to make sure you come check this out. Again, take it in little chunks at a time, but there are videos to welcome you. There's more videos to tell you about who we are. There's an awesome video of Cindy Monroe, who's our founder, of course, opening the current kit and showing you everything that's on the inside. And then at the very bottom, there's all kinds of information. Getting started, booking, partying. Okay, you've had your party, now what do you do? What support do I have? New consultant webinars, all kinds of stuff is here at your fingertips. So I definitely want to recommend, about to sneeze, sorry. Excuse me. Definitely want to come check this page out. So that is TOT and your virtual office. So that is going to, I lied. Hang on. Let me show you one more thing that I want to make sure that you know about, because this is something that I kind of always forget to tell you about. So under, let me make sure I'm telling you the right place. Okay, under support on TOT, you're going to find this, two things actually. Let me go ahead and tell you both of these. Business supplies. So if you are wanting, like if you joined for $1 and you're wanting to order some catalogs, or even if you didn't join for $1 and you want to order more catalogs, if you go to support and then business supplies guide, this will show you anything and everything that you as a consultant can purchase. Now, these do not count as any sort of start, swell, or incentive or anything. These are just business supplies. But this shows you everything that you can get as a consultant. So there's going to be catalogs, opportunity brochures, order forms, the monthly specials. This is what I was talking about. You can actually sign up for a subscription to get monthly special flyers. You get a pack of 25 for $3.50. And if you do it as part of the subscription, you're not actually charged shipping and handling. So it saves you a little bit of money that way. And I really recommend doing that. If you want to do that in your virtual office, right here under subscription. So hover over home and go to subscriptions. This is where you can set up the website subscription. I'm sorry, the monthly special auto ship. So you can sign up for that there. So anyway, there's all kinds of stuff. There's the holiday gift guide. We've got swatches if you want to order some swatches. The product feature tags, these are something that I actually really recommend for you as a new consultant. They're really nice laminated cards that they're front and back. The front shows you what the product is and what patterns it comes in, and then it tells you the dimensions and washing instructions and all of that stuff. So as a new consultant, when you're kind of learning the products, this is a really cool way to do your parties. You just kind of tie that tag onto the product, and that way if someone has questions, you've got that information right there in front of you. All kinds of stuff, y'all. There's tablecloths, there's pins, bags, decal for your car, Tervis tumblers, nail files. Of course, nail files are available as a normal order, but this way you get a better deal on them. So if you're wanting to use them like as hostess gifts when people have parties, things like that. So all kinds of stuff is available here. Even the shirts, all that good stuff. All that's available for you under business supplies. And if you want to place a business supply order, you're going to do that in your back office. I'm so jumping away from my script, so I apologize, but I just kind of want to show you things as I'm thinking of them. If you want to place a business supply order, you're going to come to this Orders tab, and you're going to click on New Order, and then you're going to change the order type to business supply order. And that's all there is to it. It will automatically fill in your information because since it's a business supply order, it's going to come to you. Save and continue that. And then all you've got to do here is either type in the number from here. So you would type in the number that you find right here for the order that you want or the item that you want. Or if you would rather kind of look at it here, you can actually click on Consultant Supplies and you can find the items from here. So either way, you can order it. Very easy to do. And again, there are videos of how to place orders on TOT that we kind of looked at a minute ago, but it's very easy. You just add the things to your cart and then you'll enter your payment information. Super easy peasy. All right. The other really important thing I want you to know under the support tab is business update. I encourage you to check this before a party for a couple of reasons. This is where it's going to tell you all the important information about the business, meaning if there's anything that's on low inventory, like we're close to running out, and as we get closer to Christmas, this will be really important to be checking out. So low inventory, we don't have anything at the current moment, but you would want to know that before you had a party, because if someone picks an item that's on low inventory, you may want to warn them, okay, this is actually on low inventory, so when I go to enter the order, it's possible it will have sold out. So would you like to pick a backup pattern? That's what I usually do. Stop sell. That means these are products that we are no longer able to sell. These products are ones that more than likely were older patterns that we still offered in the current catalog. So stop sell, you can see we had our large utility tote sale in August, and so tons of them were bought. That means we have run out of the inventory and don't plan to get more of those particular patterns. So those few are no longer going to be available. Very seldom do we have anything on back order, but if we did, it would be showing up here. And then at the very bottom, it'll show you anything that's on the business supply that is on low inventory. So currently, one of the fabric swatch collections are on low inventory. So you definitely want to know that information beforehand, because there's nothing more frustrating than going to put in an order and trying to submit it and not being able to do so because of not having a product available. Also, really important, over on the right-hand side of your screen, it gives you an estimate of when orders are going to ship. So you'll have that hostess that's going, okay, I'm so excited about my party order. Do you know what's going to ship? Has it shipped yet? Is it going to ship? When's it going to ship? This is an approximate. So please note, this is not a guarantee, but this is kind of an approximate idea of when orders are going to ship. So it's telling us here that any party order that was submitted on the 30th of September, the 1st or 2nd of October are shipping on approximately the 16th. And today is the 11th. So we can kind of know by looking at that we've still got a few days probably before those are going to ship. Now that doesn't mean absolutely that's the case. It does not mean on the 16th it will ship. It doesn't mean it might not be the 17th. It might be the 14th. You never know, but it's an approximate thing. So that way it gives you an idea of how quickly things are shipping. And then there's even a box right under that that says, as of today, we are shipping whatever. So as of today, party orders and retail orders that were submitted on the 29th are being shipped. Replacements and consultant return orders from the 7th are being done. Business supply orders from the 7th are being done. Kit orders from the 9th are being done. So you can see kit orders go out much more quickly. And that is because the kits are already boxed and ready to go. So the moment someone signs up, they can start to ship those. So those are definitely going quicker. So that kind of gives you an idea of what is going on and how quickly things will ship. So that's a really important tab to know about. All right, let me turn you back to me. So we talked a little bit about the business update. We talked a little bit about where to find announcements and important information. The announcements are kind of like a bulletin board. The reason that I say it like that is if there's something super important that we need to make sure the wholesale field knows about, there will be an email that's sent out from home office. But I always like to go check out that announcement tab because sometimes there's things that are posted up on that board that an email hasn't actually been sent out about. So you want to make sure you check that announcements tab so you don't miss out on anything. But I also try really hard to make sure I include anything like that in those weekly news and notes. Okay, let me get on my outline here. I've talked about several of these things that we already were doing. So we talked about the subscriptions and how you can order those monthly special flyers. You do not have to do that. Like I said, you can print those at home, but I really recommend this. They come out so nice, and it's not bad at all. $3.50 for a pack of 25 is really, really great. I talked with a team member the other day who said it was so much cheaper because she had looked at printing them at like a Staples or an Office Depot, and it was so much cheaper that way. Let's talk a little bit about, okay, we talked about how to personalize your website. Let's talk a little bit about your order history tab. So I'm sorry, let me turn this back around and go here. So orders up under, if you hover over orders and then you go to order history, this is how you'll go back and see any orders that you've placed. So if you have someone who's asked about their order and if it's shipped and all that fun stuff, you can find that information here. So you'll see all of the orders that you've placed, and then you'll see over on the right-hand side whether or not it has shipped. So there are 3 different statuses that this could say. It will either say entered, printed, or shipped. Entered means that it has simply entered into the system. Printed means that the items are being pulled as we speak, so everything's being pulled, and if you have embroidery, that's happening, so it's kind of the step before shipping. And then, of course, shipped means it has shipped. So if we wanted to look at an order that has shipped, if you click on the order number over here, and then you scroll down, you will see the tracking number on the right-hand side. So you can then click on that and see if it has shipped, when it's going to be there. It even gives you an estimated time and all of that fun stuff. So you can share that information with your customer if you decide to do that, or you can just let her know that it has shipped. So that's how you'll kind of look up your order history. If you're looking for a certain person, you can type their name in here. You can change the date field if it was a few months back, all that fun stuff. So you can look at the order history right there. All right, so let me turn you back around. Sorry for the moving back and forth. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Facebook. So Facebook is kind of a touchy subject, but it's really important for you guys as new consultants to know a few things. So we at 31 have some pretty serious rules when it comes to Facebook. You can check out the New Consultant Guidebook that's on TOT if you want to read that. I recommend kind of checking that out to know what the procedures are as far as Facebook. But here is the rule of thumb. This is kind of the easy way to sum it up. On Facebook, you cannot directly solicit, so directly ask for, sales, parties, or recruits on your timeline, on your personal page. Now, you can absolutely create your own group, like a VIP group for your customers that's a closed group that you add people to. I really recommend doing that. That's a great way, because Facebook is a great way to get your business out there, but we just have to be careful in how we do that. And the reason behind all of that, let me start with this, is think about when you're scrolling through your Facebook page. If you're sitting down at night and you're scrolling and you see somebody's stomach and the wrap that they're doing, and you see 15 of those. Or, so many direct sales people tend to just blow up your news feed with their business. And nobody wants to see it. You're going to lose friends if that's all you're posting, or you're posting all the time, or you're asking all the time. But you can still use Facebook for your business. It's just all about the wording. So we want to sell without selling. And what I mean by that is, we do not want you posting a picture of an All About the Benjamins wallet, which happens to be this month's special, saying, All About the Benjamins are on sale this month. Just $28 when you spend $35. Contact me today to place your order. We don't want that at all, because that is salesy. Nobody wants to see that. They're on Facebook for fun. They are not on Facebook to shop. But if you post a picture of an All About the Benjamins and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I ever lived without this wallet. It is my favorite wallet ever. Something like that is totally different, because that's showing how you use the product and how you love the product. And it's not asking for a sale, but you more than likely will get someone who comments about it. And then you're welcome to tell them, hey, did you know this is actually on sale this month? That's fine. But we don't want you to be salesy on your timeline. Now, if in your closed group, there's really not any rules when it comes to what you can and can't post there, because it's a closed group. You can post, hey, this is this month's special. It's $28 for every $35 you spend. Da, da, da. You can absolutely do that. But if it's on your timeline, we do not want you to be salesy, because that is how you're going to lose friends. And we don't want that. You want to keep your friends. So do not directly solicit parties, sales, or recruits. And if you are not friends with me on Facebook, I would love to be friends with you on Facebook. That way you can kind of have me and you can check out what my posts say. You can kind of get an idea of what's okay and what's not. My posts are going to be making sure that they're using good wording. I totally encourage you to take pictures of your kit. Take pictures of your Duke Consultant kit and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I can't believe I got all this stuff. Take pictures of your products. Take pictures of you using your products. Those are great ways. You are your own billboard. So use Facebook. Just use it in the right way. So be very careful. Another rule of thumb is pictures that you put on Facebook on your timeline. Again, in your closed group, you can put anything you want. There's not really any rules when it comes to that. But on your timeline, you do not want to post any pictures that actually have dollar amounts on them. So don't post a picture of the Benjamin's wallet saying, $28 or whatever. You want to make sure that any picture that's on there actually does not have any dollar signs. And I will tell you, I didn't even know that rule. I had shared a picture with wording that I thought was great, but because it had a dollar amount on the picture, I actually got a phone call from home office saying, hey, you've got to take that down. So it does happen. It's not necessarily policed, but that we do have several home office people that are on Facebook, because we don't want 31 to be one of those names that people associate with, oh my gosh, I'm so tired of seeing 31 on Facebook. We just don't want that. And you don't want that. So it's all about how it's perceived and how you're showing it. So just be careful. If you have questions about whether or not to post it, you're welcome to send it to me first. Just as long as the rule of thumb is, as long as you're not directly saying, contact me to place an order, book your party with me today, join my team today, then you're probably okay. So just know those rules. But I do really recommend you having your own group on Facebook. Just make sure it's a closed group. And then you can post whatever you would like. Okay, so partying. So let's talk about partying, because of course partying is a huge part of our business. So in order to remain an active consultant, you need to have $200 in sales in a rolling 3-month period. What I mean by rolling is the current month and the 2 months prior. It needs to be a total of $200. So you could have done nothing for 2 months, and then this month you need $200. You could have done 50 one month, 50 the next, and then 100 this month. It just needs to total $200 in a rolling 3-month period. Now, if you don't reach that for some reason, which I promise you, if you're even remotely trying, is so easy to do. If for some reason you don't, all that happens is you're going to fall into an inactive status. Now, if you do fall into an inactive status, anybody that you have recruited will then roll up, so they won't actually be your recruit anymore. So we don't really want you to fall inactive. But if you do, all you need to do is get a $200 order together to become active again. So it's not hard to become active again if you do happen to fall into an inactive status. But we are not going to let that happen. We are going to be partying so that doesn't happen. So you heard me earlier talking about a launch party. So what is a launch party? I always recommend for anybody who has signed up to Sell 31 to have a launch party of your own. That just means that you're hosting the party, and it's going to be your friends and family and coworkers and church members and everybody you know, to let them know. It's kind of you're open for business. You're letting them know that you've signed up to Sell 31. The great part about this is not only are you going to be the consultant, so you're making the commission off this party, but you're also the hostess. So you're going to get those hostess benefits. So that'll help you get some more free product in your hands. It's also beneficial because if you're going to be doing home parties, that way your first party is with your people, your friends and everybody. So it kind of helps you get the jitters out and feel comfortable with it. So I really recommend that. Now, I have down that I recommend for you to have 3 to 4 parties a month. I hope that that number doesn't scare you. If it does, we can talk about it. But please know that there are several different ways to party. There's, of course, the home party, which we love. I personally, it's my favorite. I think it's the best way to party because people get to know you. So they're going to create a relationship with you and keep coming back to you as their consultant. They get to see the products, so they're going to want to be buying them. They're more likely to buy them because they're going to be in their hands. But that's not the only way to party. There are lots of people who are partying now on Facebook. There have been tons of changes in the last few years of how to party. Lots of people are partying now on Facebook. There's catalog parties. So there's several different ways to party. So don't let the 3 to 4 parties a month scare you. If you think about that, that's really only about 1 party a week. And remember that that doesn't mean it has to be a home party. It could be a Facebook party. It could be a party on the go. So maybe you're a sports mom or a dance mom. You could have a party with the other moms that are there. Just show them the few products that you have in the catalogs and put a party together that way. Super easy. So that's really going to help you reach those Start Swell goals. There are some of you are super excited about partying, and I love that. That's my favorite part about this. But some of you are not excited about the party. You're a little bit nervous about the party, or you don't think you're going to have time to party or whatever. Please know, I know several leaders that have team members under them and everything. There's one I know who has like 6 children, all of whom are in sports or dance, and still has an entire business of her own plus her team. So this business is absolutely doable. It's flexible. You work as much or as little as you need to. But don't let yourself think because you're busy, that means you can't have parties or have sales. Because honestly, being busy is great for your business. When you're at that ball field, when you're at the dance studio, when you're at church, wherever you are, wherever you're busy, and whenever you're having these outside events, work, all of that, those are just potential people to be selling to and partying with. So don't let that being busy scare you from not having parties, because just because you don't have to think of party as, we have to have a 2 to 3 hour party at your house. And that is not the way anybody parties anymore. Parties are usually really fast. And so don't let that scare you, because partying is where your business is going to be. That's where you're going to get your sales. That's where you're going to reach your starts. Well, so don't let being busy scare you. It's a really good thing, actually, to be busy. It gives you several people to reach out to. So I really, really, really want to encourage you guys all to have a goal of 3 to 4 parties a month, even if you're busy, because those could all be on Facebook if you wanted to. And I promise you that does not take up that much time. They could be a mixture of Facebook and home, or maybe you're a teacher. You just want to leave some catalogs in the break room. There's just several different ways to get orders and parties together. So don't be afraid of parties, because it's really awesome. And let me also say, I think I actually have this later on in my outline, but I just want to make sure I touch on it. Make sure that you're familiar with, so I'm going to pause. If I come up on this later, I'll skip it. But make sure you understand and know the hostess benefits. You know all about the party. So in your catalog, these are the hostess benefits. And you want to make sure that you are familiar with them so that you don't have to memorize it by any means, but you just want to make sure you understand it. So I want to go over it really quickly with you. There is a column that says based on this amount of party sales, you're going to get this amount of product credit. You're going to get this number of products half price, and then a number of Hostess exclusives. So in order to be considered a party, we have to reach at least $200 in sales before tax and shipping. So know that in case you happen to have a customer who places a $200 order, it's not a party at all. It's just someone who has called you and wants to place a Christmas order. So she's getting lots of presents and spends at least $200 before tax and shipping. She has Hostess benefits available to her that she can use. And I really recommend offering those to her. So if she's placing a big order with you, she's getting rewarded. So at a $200 party, it's showing up blurry, but at a $200 party, they're going to get $25 in credit. That credit can be used towards anything in the catalog. It just cannot be used towards purchasing her half price item or her Hostess exclusive item. And the $25 can be used towards anything. So if she picks a $50 item, she'll just pay the difference. A $35 item, she'll just pay the difference. It doesn't have to mean she picked something $25 or under. The biggest increase is going to be at the $500 party. So the $500 party is a big jump from the credits and the half-priced and Hostess exclusives. So at $500, she's going to get a $90 credit, 2 half-priced items, and 2 Hostess exclusives. Now, if you're asking what are Hostess exclusives, on the next page, there are 4 items that we have that are Hostess exclusive items. That means only our hostesses can purchase these items. We can't even purchase these items without a $200 party or higher, except in your start swell where you can earn them. So these are Hostess exclusives. They are exclusively for hostesses. They have the option to purchase them. They don't get them free until they reach a $1,200 party. They have the opportunity to purchase them with their party. So like if it says they get 1 Hostess exclusive, they get to pick one of these 4 that they can purchase. Also, in the announcements tab on Facebook, I'm sorry, not on Facebook, on TOT, you'll find we actually are offering an additional Hostess exclusive right now for the fall season, and it's the medium utility tote bundle. So you'll find that information and check that out. So there is at least one more option that you can give your hostesses for having a party. So I hope that makes a little bit of sense, but I want to make sure you guys understand those hostess benefits so that, like I said, if somebody places a $200 order, they can get those hostess benefits. If you place a $200 order, you can get those hostess benefits. If you've had several people who give you, orders here and there, maybe a friend told you she wants to order something and then somebody at work and just several people gave you orders that totaled at least $200, put that in as a party and you get those hostess benefits. So again, that's just an opportunity to get free and half price stuff that you can have to show off. Or even if you're wanting to get some Christmas gifts, that's usually how I do my Christmas shopping, honestly, is by random orders that I've gotten together, and then I use the hostess benefits to get some Christmas presents. Please know that when you put a party in, your benefits have to be used at that time or they are forfeited. So it's not the kind of thing that you can go ahead and submit the party and then go back later and get your hostess her benefits. Everything has to be entered at the same time. So just make sure you know that and your hostess knows that. Okay. Let's see. So booking those parties, it's so important to book some parties. As I was talking about earlier in the Start Swell program, book, like the moment that you sign up, because we want you to earn those Start Swells. And in order to do that, we've got to get started booking. So you want to reach out to your friends, your family members, coworkers, church members, everybody you know, and let them know that you've decided to sell 31. And again, at your launch party, you'll be able to do this too. So when you have your launch party, those friends and family members may book a party with you as well, which is really what we want to have happen. So what we recommend is filling out the Who Do You Know list, and you'll find that on TOT. I think it's actually even under the new consultant section as well. But there's a list that's the Who Do You Know, and it just gives you an opportunity to write down. Sometimes when we're thinking about it in our head, we're like, I just don't know that many people. But when you get out your cell phone or you look on Facebook with your friends, I promise you, you will find so many more than you even thought possible that you want to make sure that you tell about 31. And about our amazing hostess benefits, how they can get parties and get these products for free. Of course, on top of the hostess benefits, like the hostess exclusives and all, we also have a monthly hostess special So all of that information you'll find on TOT, where we looked at that monthly marketing material. You'll find what the hostess specials are to be able to share that. I want to recommend that you be prepared with some hostess packets. I don't want that to scare you. You can use all kinds of different things. In fact, if you look on the Team Believe page, and you can use that search function to type in hostess or hostess packet. I've done a video not too long ago of what I put in my hostess packets. There have been a couple others that have done a video of theirs. It really is just a few catalogs and order forms. Of course, you want to include the monthly special and a letter of some sort to say, you know, thank you for partying with me and what to expect. That way, when someone books a party with you, you'll have that information with you. I also really recommend on that note to make sure you have catalogs with you in your car. You'll definitely want to have those in case somebody runs into you and is like, oh my gosh, I love your purse. Then you'll have a catalog to share with them. So what you want to do is you want to make that who do you know list, and then you want to identify 10 people that you really want to reach out to and try to book a party with. You can book your parties as far out as you want. So you could go ahead and be booking for, like I said, this is October, so you could be booking for now, November, and December. So 10 people, if we're going to do 3 to 4 parties a month, that would be a great 10 people to reach out to, and then you would have your kind of plan for the next month. Now, if you're listening to this and you're thinking, okay, Kate, whatever, I'm not doing 3 or 4 parties a month. That's okay. It is your business. You do as much or as little as you want. But I truly want you to succeed. I really want you to reach those Start Swell goals, because I know how awesome it is to get that free stuff and what an incredible feeling it is to reach those goals. So I really want to encourage you to reach those goals, but I'm not going to be upset with you if you don't want to party 3 to 4 times a month. But I'm here to help you, encourage you, and help you reach those goals. So that is what I'm going to encourage you to do, and you get to do whatever you want because it's your business. All right, I'm going to try to hurry because I know I'm getting a little longer than I had planned to be, and this always happens because I get sidetracked on other things that I wanted to share. But hostess coaching. So I know I had a question about this the other day, is what is hostess coaching? Hostess coaching is actually one of the most important things for you to learn. There's a whole training section on it on TOT. You can find it in the New Consultant tab, or you can even use that little search function that we talked about. But hostess coaching is really all about making that relationship with your hostess. So you'll hear this said 1,000 times too. We are a relationship business. Our business thrives on relationships. You really want to connect with your hostess and your customers so that they know you and you know them, and they come back to you and want to continue using you as their consultant. So it's all about creating that relationship with her. My piece of advice when it comes to hostesses is treat each person who's hosting a party with you as if they've never hosted a party before, because maybe they haven't. When I signed up to Sell 31, not only had I never hosted a party before, but I'd never even been to a direct sales party. So I had no idea what to expect. So treat your hostesses as if they've never had a party before. Make sure you go over those hostess benefits with her so that she knows what she wants to aim for, what level she's aiming for. I don't think I even discussed, but on those hostess benefits, when you reach a $1,200 party, which is what we would love to coach to, she gets 3 hostess exclusives absolutely free. So once she reaches that, she gets to pick any 3 of these free. Plus, she gets $250 in credit and 3 half-price items. So she can get all kinds of Christmas shopping done with that, or shopping for herself if it's after Christmas when you're watching this. But so you just really want to work with your hostess to make sure she knows what's going on. So whether it's a home party, whether it's a catalog party, whether it's a Facebook party. In fact, Facebook and catalog parties, I feel like you need to do even more hostess coaching than you do a home party, because you're never really going to see that person. So you really want to make sure she understands what the monthly special is. You really want to make sure she understands what her hostess benefits are. You really want to make sure she's pushing for those sales and not just, excuse me, taking a catalog and leaving it on a table in the break room saying, okay, y'all, I'm having a party. I'll see you on Friday. That's not going to make sales. So we really want to work with that hostess to create a relationship with her, to get her excited about getting some free products, to get her pumped about getting orders together. So celebrate the heck out of her if she writes you and says, hey, I got an order today. You want to be pumped and excited to encourage her to get even more than that. So I have here that it's important to make at least 3 contacts with your hostess. And I really do think that's true. No matter if it's a home party, Facebook party, or catalog party, I think it's really important that you have at least 3 contacts. So you're going to have one right after you book the party and say, hey, I'm so excited we're partying, verify the date and time and how you're doing the party and whatnot, kind of discuss what is going to be expected of her as far as ordering and if it's a home party and all that good stuff. Then you're going to kind of talk to her about halfway through and see how things are going, encourage her, let her know, that you're behind her, you're so excited for her. If it's a home party, you want to be darn sure she has sent out her invitations for that party. If it's a Facebook party, you want to be really sure she sent out her invitations for that. So just kind of touch base with her. And then the third one is going to be before you close the party to, again, just kind of check in, see if she needs any help, does she have any questions, all that good stuff. So you just really want to make sure that she understands all about the party and all of that great stuff. Now, if you are having a home party, I always try to make a little game with my hostess and have her aim to get 3 to 5 outside orders before the party even happens. And if she does, she's going to get a little prize from me. That will just kind of ensure that she's got a successful party at least started. Okay, so we talked a little bit about making sure your hostess knows the benefits, and then recruiting. So we talked a little bit in our Start Swell program about why you would want to recruit, because you get $100 cash for every Pico. So you really want to share that opportunity. 31 is a gift that was offered to you and hopefully has made you excited and thrilled, and it could be a gift for so many others. So share this gift, especially this time of year. So many people, it would benefit for them to be able to pay for their Christmas and things like that. Your excitement is going to be contagious. So if you mistakes, that's okay. It just shows others that you do not have to be perfect to do this, which you absolutely don't. Anyone can do this. Like I said, I'm here to help train your new consultant. So you get to enjoy the benefits of recruiting new team members, and I'll get to train them for you. So don't worry about that. Just remember that our job is to offer and their job is to either accept or decline. So you want to offer it to everybody. You really, really do. And ask everybody at every show. So I do have on here why you would want to recruit. So some of the things that are important as far as becoming a director or above. So once you hit director or above, you're considered a leader with 31. And some of the benefits of that are that you get insider information prior to it being released to the remainder of the sales field. You have the opportunity to host the Better Together events that we're going to talk about in a few minutes and be rewarded for hosting those. You have increased income. You have the opportunity to earn what we call our leadership incentive trip. So our leadership incentive trip is going to be in 2017 is a cruise to the Bahamas. I've actually been on 5 trips so far, all expenses paid, to Dominican Republic twice, Cancun twice, and one other one that I can't think of right now. Where was the other place? Oh my gosh, I don't remember. I'm sorry. But they've been awesome. And so that is a huge, huge benefit for recruiting and building your team, and especially early building it, because you get that $100 bonus every time. So all right, we're almost done, I promise. Here are a few tips for success that I want to give you. So get prepared. You may want to purchase something like a self-inking stamp or print labels to personalize everything you have. You never, ever, 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 ever want to give away anything to somebody that does not have labels on it. You want to make sure that everything you give, whether it's a monthly special flyer, a catalog, a mini catalog, no matter what it is, it's got your information on it so that they can come back and contact you later on. If you don't, you might lose that customer. She won't know how to contact you. We talked a little bit about putting together hostess packets. You may also want to put together a recruiting packet to let people know they're interested in joining your team. It gives them a little bit of information. I call mine a think about it packet, just to put some information together for them to think about joining 31. And always have those with you in your car so that if somebody mentions it to you, you have something with you instead of saying, oh, well, I'll mail it to you or I'll get it to you. That way you've got it with you. Find a space in your home to dedicate to your business. That can be anywhere. It could be a home office if you've got an area for that. It could be a little corner of the living room. It could be your kitchen table. It can be whatever you want it to be, but find a place to dedicate for 31 and use that section. This is a big one. It's totally up to you, but I really recommend this because I'm not great at managing money. Open a separate checking account for your 31 business. It doesn't need to be a business account, but just open a separate checking account to keep your payments. So if someone pays you with a check, you can keep that separate. I just don't like to put money in my personal checking account because I'm not great at balancing my checkbook. So if I look at my account and see I have X amount of dollars in there, that I might think that's my money, and it's not really my money. So I open a separate checking account. That way I also have a debit card for it. So I use that card to place orders if they pay me with a check. Excuse me. Okay. Control your calendar from the start. Remember, this is your business. You work as much or as little as you want. So the first thing you want to do is get your calendar and make sure you set aside dates that are important to you and your family first and foremost. You don't want to miss those important dance recitals. You don't want to miss those big soccer games. Make sure you have down those on your calendar, and then look at what dates you have available to offer to others to do parties. So this is your business, and you want to make sure your family's first. Again, you can book parties as far out as you'd like. It's October right now, so we could be booking for now, November, and December. Okay, here is one of my biggest tips, and y'all will hear me talk about this more, but try your absolute hardest to not place orders on the very last day of the month. I try to make my last day of the month the day before. Like, that's my deadline in my head. I hate placing orders the last day of the month for several reasons. It can get very stressful, but I just hate placing orders the last day of the month because so many people wait to the last minute to place their orders. It seems to take a good bit longer for orders to be received if you place orders on the last day of the month. Also, if you happen to have someone whose credit card is declined, you can't get that order submitted until you're able to get in touch with that person unless you just delete her order, which you don't really want to do. So I don't like to do that on the last day of the month, just in case you have a little trouble getting in touch with her. So to prevent frustration, attempt to not wait to the last day of the month. Now, I realize that there are just sometimes you can't help it. I still have times I can't help it, and I understand, but just try your hardest not to do that. Carry your products. You are a walking billboard for your business, so determine what you're going out to do. Are you going grocery shopping? If you're going to Sam's, take a large utility tote with you. You know, they don't have bags, so that's a great opportunity. Maybe you want to take a thermal with you to get some of that frozen food. If you're going to a soccer game, whatever it is, think about it and what products that you have that you could take with you that would be awesome advertisement for that. And then take a picture of it for Facebook and say, loved using my large utility tote today at Sam's. It was perfect. Something like that. That's perfect for Facebook. Participate in things like vendor events, mom-to-mom sales, garage sales, anything like that. Auctions at schools. All of those are just great opportunities to get your name out there. I have done a couple of different vendor event videos in our Team Believe page that you can go back and check out. Vendor events are absolutely one of my favorite things to do for your business. They are the biggest business builder, that's a mouthful there, that I possibly can recommend to you. I love them because they get you in front of so many people in such a small amount of time, and it gets you lots of new contacts. So go check those videos out if that's something that you're interested in. I really recommend that, especially this time of year in the fall. They are going on all over the place. Donating products to silent auctions or fundraisers, events, benefit dinners, all of those are great opportunities, again, just to get your name out there. This is a great one too. Drop catalogs off everywhere you go. Maybe it's a doctor's office, nail salon, dentist. Anything you can do to get your information out there is awesome. There was a time when I first signed up that I kind of made it a game. I'm kind of a competitive person, just kind of with myself. I made it a game where I had to leave a catalog every single place I went. I don't care if it was to the gas station. I had to leave a catalog there somewhere. You can use your mini catalogs if you don't want to leave a full catalog. Use those mini catalogs and leave them. A great thing to do. I carry the mini catalogs in my purse with me, so I have them at all times. If you go out to dinner, when you pay your check, leave a mini catalog with the bill with your payment. It's an awesome thing to do. And again, things like anywhere that has a waiting room, it's a great opportunity to leave those there. You consider offering a fundraiser. You can do fundraisers for pretty much anything. You can do them for schools. You can do them for whatever you would like. I don't do a ton of fundraisers, but I've also done a fundraiser video in the Team Believe page if you want to check that out. Remember that usually fundraisers are going to be that you're going to be donating a portion of your commission. So if you're comfortable with doing that, that's something that you can do. That's another great way to get your name out there. There are a couple of apps that I really recommend downloading on your phone that I use all the time. One is called Red Stamp, REDSTAMP, Red Stamp. There is actually a 31 collection. So when you download Red Stamp, there's a little link that says collections, and then when you click on that, in fact, I think I can show you all that really quickly. Okay, so here's my, oh, that's really blurry. I'll try. Here's my Red Stamp app, and it's loading. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see that, but in the top left corner, that says collections. So I'm going to click on that, and then you'll notice the second one that's coming up. They're usually in alphabetical order, but I think I have found that the more you click on it, the more it comes up. So 31 gifts is right there. And then it comes up, and there are tons. These are updated all the time, like with the season. Oh, that one's still showing blurry. I'm hoping it's not really coming up. But there's several different designs that you can use. There's like save the dates. You can use these as invitations. You can do all kinds of things with that app. You can use it as an invitation. You can use it as a thank you for your order. You can use it as a join my team. There's all kinds of things you can do with it. And really what you do is you kind of edit the picture there, and then you save it to your photos. So you can text it. You can use it on Facebook. You can even send it to like Walgreens or Walmart or things like that, where you print it as a 4x6 photo. That's actually a great way to do invitations. A lot of people do that. You can do that. Or if you want to print thank yous, like thank you for your order, you can personalize it there and print it out. So I love that app. I really, really recommend that one. Then there's another one that's called My Consultant Calculator. I do not know what I would do without this app. Y'all will hear me say all the time, I am terrible at math. I really, really am. So My Consultant Calculator is awesome because you download it and you set it up. I do believe there is a charge for this one. Red Stamp is free. I can't remember exactly. I want to say it might be like $4.99, but oh my gosh, it is so worth it. You download it and you set it up the first time of how much shipping. The shipping rate is 8%, and you go from there. And then literally all you have to do is you type in the amount of product, like, $35, $7, whatever, and it automatically calculates everything for you, the tax, the shipping, all of that. It even shows you at the very bottom what your commission is, like how much you've made off that sale. I literally could not live without it. I use it all the time. So love that one. And then there's actually a 31 app that you can download from the App Store. It, of course, is free, and you can use that for several different things. You can check out the announcements there. You can actually place orders from that tab. It's really a very cool app, too, so I really recommend getting that one. So those are a few that I could not live without. I really recommend you getting those. So when you signed up, I swear this is the last section. When you signed up to Sell 31, you automatically get a 31 website that is designed for you. The amazing part about this is Home Office does everything for you. You never have to worry about doing anything to that website. You don't have to update it, nothing. It gets done for you every single month. There's also a newsletter that gets sent out on your behalf every single month to anybody that has ordered from you and has given an email address. So you can go into your back office if you have contacts that you want to enter. So you already have friends and family and everybody that you want to enter. You just go in and add them as a contact and add their email address. And automatically every month they will receive an email from you that talks about the specials and all that great stuff. Then, here's the best part, it's a secret. You get a report back from that email that shows you who opened that email. It shows you what they clicked on. So if they clicked on host a party, you're going to know that. If they clicked on the special, you're going to know that. So it gives you this great report that you will know who you want to go back to and say, hey, I've been thinking about you. I just want to make sure you know about this awesome October special we have going on for our hostesses. I think you would be such a great hostess. Do that if you've seen that she's clicked on host a party. Don't say, hey, I saw in my report that you were interested in hosting a party, so you want to? That's not going to go very well. Don't tell her that you have a report that told her that she clicked on it. Just let her know that you were thinking about her and you think she'd be a great hostess and things like that. So it's $14.95 a month to have that newsletter and the report and your website. It is up to you whether or not you keep that. but I wholeheartedly recommend it. I think it is so worth it. Anybody who has internet access can use your website to place orders. So I just really, really recommend it. And again, the fact that you are automatically having a newsletter sent out on your behalf, it looks like it came from you, telling people about the special, I think is just awesome. So I really, really, really recommend it. Better Together meetings. Y'all, this is one of my absolute favorite parts about being a 31 consultant. Every other month, we have what's called our Better Together meetings. They are held all over the United States, everywhere. You'll get an email when it's time to register. I'll also be posting about it in our Facebook groups. But they're held all over the United States. So even if you happen to be, traveling, I live in Texas, but my family's in Georgia. So if I were in Georgia visiting family at the time of the meetings, I could attend a meeting there. You can attend a meeting wherever you want to. They are usually free. Sometimes they ask for, $2, $3, $4, $5 donation if they are like renting a room for it or if they're providing lots of food. But they're just awesome. They are a great meeting. They're usually about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and it's just a great time to get together with other 31 sisters. You get to make new friends, build new relationships. You get to kind of network and market. You get to learn from other consultants what's working really well in their business. What are they implementing? What's awesome. So I really recommend going to these as often as you can. Like I said, they are truly, truly my favorite part. I love the Better Together meetings. They're just a great time to get together with other sisters. So the last thing I want to tell you about is National Conference. Now, we just recently had a Better Together meeting, and we talked a little bit about this at our last meeting. So I'm going to actually be doing a separate video in our Team Believe page here in a few minutes on that. But National Conference is the biggest party of the season. It will be coming up next year, July 2017. I do not remember the exact dates off the top of my head, but in the video I do on the Team Believe page, I will talk about it. But I want to make sure you guys know about that right now, because I want each and every one of you there with me. It is an incredible experience. It's almost hard to even put into words how awesome it is. It will be in Columbus, Ohio. You actually will have the opportunity, I believe, to even tour the home office while you're there if you want to, which also is one of the most incredible experiences I've ever had. But that will be coming up. So I want you to know about it now so you can be putting a little bit of money away for it. In the past, I haven't heard anything differently, so I'm assuming that it will be the same, but it's been $99 to attend National Conference. So it's not very expensive at all to do that, but there is, of course, the expense of actually getting there. So I'll talk more about that. I don't want to make this any longer. I'll talk more about that in the video I'm going to do on Team Believe. But just know that will be coming up, and I really, really, really recommend y'all being there. So I know this was a little bit long, but I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, I am here to help. I hope you've learned lots, that you have great ideas going, and I'm just super excited to help you get started. Also, I just wanted to take a quick second to make sure you guys know this. I am 100% here for you. Even if I've never met you or I have no idea who you are, I want to know you. I want to help get you started, to help you reach those Startswell programs. So whether you signed up directly under me or if you signed up under one of the ladies on the team, I really want to get to know you. Sometimes it's just very hard for me to get the chance to reach out to you. So if you have not heard from me yet, please take a moment to reach out to me. I promise it's not at all an intentional thing. I'm trying really hard to get better about making sure once you've signed up, I have reached out to you personally. But if I have not had a chance to yet, please send me a message and just say, hey, I listened to your webinar and I'm so excited to get to know you, or something, whatever. I just want to make sure that I have actually had the chance to talk with you. I really like to try to have a phone call with each of you after you've signed up. It doesn't have to be a long thing. I just kind of like to get to hear your voice and get to know you a little bit. And then after that, I promise I won't bother you. I just kind of want to get to know you and why you're selling 31 and what I can do to help you get started. So please reach out to me if I haven't had a chance to reach out to you yet, and let me know when we might could talk. I also understand that some of you have zero interest in getting to know me, or have really very little interest in talking with someone, and you just kind of want somebody there if you have questions. I'm okay with being that person too. So if you would really rather me not be as hands-on, you can let me know that. That's okay. I have tough skin. I can handle it. So anyway, I'm so excited to help you get started, and just can't wait to help you on your 31 journey and help to celebrate you along the way. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.